I'm going to take a moment here. Welcome, everybody. I already see somebody online. That's fantastic. I'm going to introduce my guest tonight, and I'm very, very happy to have such a fantastic group. But I'm going to take this moment of privilege to speak a second about Pierluigi. I met Pierluigi today. He is a fantastic guy. He produces, so to say, Peperino. And honestly, I don't know if I ever met anybody as nice as him. He is a treasure. Okay, let me get Julia. Julia, good night. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Well, I am very, very happy. Today I went around Bomarzo and I
Yes.
was with friends and we met this guy, Pierluigi. I guarantee you, Julia, he is as good as he gets. He's a guy that has no one cell in his body that is not just nice and generous. I was impressed.
Oh,
There,
yes.
there is something about Tuscia. Do you agree?
Yes. And I would like to meet him, of course.
Sometimes we think that our people, the people around us are so and so, but sometimes you meet these fantastic guys and you
Yeah.
just want. Do you agree?
Yes, absolutely agree. Yeah.
Okay, let me get online Andrea. Andrea is my relative, my first cousin, I think, and he is another one of those guys. Andrea, good evening.
Good evening to you too.
I was telling Julia that sometimes in Tuscia you meet these fantastic people. Of course, you are one of those, and your mother and father were and are close to my heart forever because those people just can't help themselves. They're always nice. Do you agree?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, first of all, I would like to express, if you let me, my condolences for Andrea Cardoni that just passed away a few days in Viterbo. And I'm sure a lot of people knew him, and it's been such a heartbreaking news. So I don't know if someone is online that knew him or his family, but I just wanted to mention it because it's horrible what happened.
That is, and I honestly try not to talk about it because one, I don't know what to say, and two, of course, it makes me sad.
No,
So,
it's just obviously because it's from there, and obviously.
Oh yeah, he got killed basically in a street where I walk every day. So
yeah.
Okay. So let me get David so we change the conversation. David, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing very well this evening. Thank you.
So David, I was walking yesterday and I heard you speaking English, and I said, "Hey, wait a second, what's going on here?" Does it happen often that people stop you and want to speak English with you?
Yes, that happens quite frequently, particularly because I speak Italian with a Kentucky accent, and so people want to speak English with me rather than Italian.
I get it. Julia, do you know the Kentucky accent? I don't.
No, I don't, unfortunately, but I will discover when I will meet David in person. So we'll have this opportunity to discover your accent, David. And now too, of course.
Julia, do you want to take it away? Do you want to ask a couple of questions to our guests?
Oh, yes. First of all, I discovered just a few minutes ago that you, David, live just very close San Martino al Cimino, where I live, and you love olive oil. Why do you love olive oil?
Well, I'm a physician, and my wife is a physician, so we know that the Mediterranean diet is very healthy for us and others. We also like the taste of olive oil. And I grew up farming in Kentucky, and so I enjoy farming here in Tobia, where I grow mainly Canino olives, and I enjoy my olive oil.
Great. And what do you like to cook with olive oil? The first thing that you have in your mind when you think about olive oil.
Well, so my mother-in-law is from Sardinia, and so actually I like pasta alla bottarga, and I use a little olive oil in that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, David, I don't know it. What is it?
Bottarga, they're dried tuna eggs, and so you would cook some pasta and boil it in some water. And separately, you would have some garlic, and you would have some slices of botarga, and you'd heat that up in some olive oil. And then you would mix the two. You want to reserve some water because you're going to need a little more water. And then after you mix that and it's ready, you top it with some freshly chopped parsley to give it a sort of herbaceous flavor as well. So that's pasta alla botarga.
David, you're better than a chef. Can you do me a favor? Can you put your phone down, please? It shakes, please.
Put it down. It's on the table.
Yes. Okay. Now don't touch it anymore. You're fine. By the way, you sound like a chef. Is that your passion?
Yeah, I enjoy cooking. Yes. I'm particularly good. So I've lived the last 20 years in Dallas, Texas, and at last 22 years. I'm very good at making brisket. The first brisket I made was like cardboard, and now my brisket is very, very good.
That is very good. That's great. I don't know why, but Italians don't think American can cook. It appears that you are very, very good. And last week, Julia and I had a guest, the wife of an American guy in Sutri that has a restaurant. It just didn't click for us, or for me at least. Right, Julia?
No.
Remember?
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
No, well, I did a lot of cooking with my mother-in-law. So
You get the original recipe.
Yes.
Good. Julia, you want to ask Andrea something?
Yes, of course, because I'm very curious why you are living in UK.
So I came here in '99 to study English, and then I never left. I knew London. I had a few friends here, and I knew the city. I came here on holiday a few times before I moved here in '99. So I had a little bit of a network already, and I always did French at school. So I had no English, just a basic, really basic. I taught myself a few things, and then I started traveling, which is my passion. And I realized that I needed to speak English if I wanted to travel, initially I wanted to do international cooperation. So I thought, for that I need to speak English. And then I didn't finish my study. I got here, and I love living in London. But so I came here for that reason.
Yes. Okay, this is the love for this language, because I love English, and unfortunately I didn't have the opportunity to live abroad in my life, maybe in the future. So you have done what everybody maybe would like to do, go to the United States or maybe UK to learn this language, because it is international. I can connect people, and this is very important to have a common code to, of course, share a conversation. But you do another very interesting job in UK. Can you tell me something about that?
Yeah. So I got a couple of jobs. I'm a dog walker, and in the morning, and then in the evening I go and work at the Royal Albert Hall, which is it's a music venue. And I love both of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So Andrea, I have a question for you. Can you tell, please, David, what is this thing that I'm gonna show you? Okay. I can't actually. I don't know how. I'm sorry. Let me try in another way. So Andrea, where did you grow up in Viterbo?
So I was first era Via Torrevecchia, la prima casa, the first house in Via Torrevecchia.
So Andrea, can you tell David where is this? What is this place?
È la Villa Lante.
What is it?
What is la Villa Lante? La Villa Lante era una villa di
English.
Oh,
English.
sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I forgot. It's a villa. Yes, because I grew up in Bagnaia, which is a little village near Viterbo, 5 kilometers from Viterbo. Yeah, and it's famous for this villa, which is called Villa Lante. It's I can't remember now the exact history, but it's famous for the gardens outside,
I
It's
actually know
beautiful.
the history, but let me ask first, David. David, do you know this one?
I've heard of it. I have not visited it. I was at Bomarzo yesterday
Bomarzo is
in,
fantastic.
in Palazzo Farnese yesterday.
But the fun thing about Tuscia, and I hope Julia is going to agree with me, the fun thing about Tuscia is that any piece of monumental history you find, it's connected to the life of a very crazy individual normally. So you were in Bomarzo where the monsters are.
Yes.
And this one, and that one is from Vicino Orsini. This one is from Cardinal Gambara, that has a nice kind of name, but he was a crazy dude that he was the last Inquisition man for the church, and he was sent to Viterbo to get rid of a bunch of heretics, so-called, and he covered what he was doing by building the beautiful villa you saw that is famous all over. Princess Diana used to love Bagnaia, and Villalante used to come anytime she could. And so the Gambara Cardinal covered his misdeed and created this beautiful place where there were a bunch of water things that were happening. And if you ever happen to go there, insist with the guardian that they start on the water springs and stuff. It's really, really remarkable. It's unique, so to say. Do you agree, Andrea?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's true.
Julia, have you been there when the water is on?
Oh, yes, of course. We could say that Villalante has a connection with UK.
Wow.
Prince Carlo. Do you know something about Prince Carlo? Was a very
No.
special guest, and he came there a few times. So
yeah, with Princess Diana, no, very
yeah,
often. Yeah, Diana was in love with it. They came anytime they could when they were together. Now
yes,
he's with Camilla. Camilla doesn't care for Bagnaia.
maybe. Not because he doesn't know Bagnaia, maybe.
Maybe. So
Yeah.
David, back to you. You have to tell us why Tuscia. We are very happy, but you have to tell us why Tuscia.
Well, my wife's a Roman, but I'm a farmer, and so I needed to be close to the earth, and I didn't want to be at the Spanish Steps, and so my wife has many relatives and friends in Rome and around, and so Tuscia was a good compromise for us. Yeah.
That sounds
and we found this lovely place that has Etruscan caves and tunnels, and I was not going to find that in many other places.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what Julia and I say every week. Wherever you go in Tuscia, you find something unique, something very special. By the way, let me say hi to my friend Leo. He's having a big pizza close to Corso, Italia. I just met them on the way up, and they invited me for pizza, but I couldn't do it. So, David, this is what I want to know from you. Do you feel that the people here are actually warm like they're supposed to be?
Absolutely. They're so warm. Today I was at Sunday Bar with Maria Domenica, and I just love interacting with her. And she's always so thoughtful. I had some guests from the United States, and she had about a quarter of an apricot tart left, and she gave that to them as a present so they would have something for breakfast tomorrow morning when they're in Rome.
Oh, that's so beautiful, because she's my friend. She's my friend. Yeah, and I love to go there every Saturday with my sister, and she cooks everything on her own. She is a really great worker. Can I say that? This is person who really works a lot, and she loves what she does because she loves her land, and to promote, of course, also the little village where we live, and she's absolutely fantastic.
Andrea, I have a new question for you. I am kind of scared to ask because I don't know what you're going to say. So, do you miss Tuscia?
Yeah. There are a lot of things I miss about Tuscia, Italy in general. I miss, my favorite thing is il bagnaccio. Every time
Wait
I
a
come
second.
there.
Andrea, let's do this. You say something and then we ask David if he knows of it, okay?
Okay.
I like it.
So, David,
Do you know
Andrea,
il bagnaccio? Is one of my favorite things. Il bagnaccio.
I
Andrea,
don't.
this is
I don't.
Bagnaccio. Do you know Bagnaccio?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
This is not good.
So do you know Viterbo is famous for the hot springs?
Oh yes, yeah. No, I've
We've
been
got
to.
hot springs everywhere, and
Oh, yeah.
there's loads of them. So Il Bagnaccio is one of them, but it's a bit hidden. So you need to know the locals that take you there. Otherwise, a little bit difficult to find. And they created this beautiful space. There's about different pools with different water temperature. And it's just a little oasis, it's a paradise, but there's loads of them. We obviously have Le Terme dei Papi. Have you been to Le Terme dei Papi?
I've been there. I've been to Saturnia, and I've also been to a new place northeast of Tobia. It's probably about an hour drive north. That a Roman hotel family has created a resort there with tents. I'm blanking on the Vulci. Yeah, I've been to Vulci several times. Yes.
Yeah, I love it there. It's wonderful. So I love all of those things. I could just, that's my treat when I come to Viterbo. There's another one called Oasi. Terme Salus.
Do you know Terme Salus?
Again, I have not been there. The only ones I've been to would be Vulci several times, Saturnia a couple of times, and Termini di Papi. I think I've been there once. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it?
Well,
and
one second, Andrea. Let me try to show David il Bagnaccio. I think I got it. Okay. Oh. So this is a little bit more, I don't know how to say, maybe rough than the Papi. And this is the Bagnaccio that Andrea and I miss and like, because when we were young, we would go there by night, right, Andrea?
Yes. It used to be like completely like free to get in. Now they created this association. You need to pay a ticket to get in. But before, it used to be completely wild and very hippie as well. Very hippie. People would swim naked in there. Now you can't do that anymore.
Oh yeah.
So it was a lot wilder before, but obviously now it's very clean, and they clean the pool every day. They change the water. Before it was a little bit risky, if you see what I mean.
Yes, kind of white. Yeah.
So another place I love is the Garden of the Peonies near Vitorchiano.
Oh yes, the Peonie Garden or something. Oh, that's fantastic. Good choice, David. Absolutely. There is a lot of nature around Viterbo. Very much so.
That's why my mother's house is. She can see it from their window.
That is true.
Il Giardino delle Peonie.
Look at this, David. Do you know?
I don't think I've been there, but I have flowers like that on my terraces on my property.
Fantastic. That is great. That is great. So, David, let me invite you. We are organizing this place called this event called Tuscia in Fiore. I would like to show you a promo video. Okay, it's in English, so it should be okay. Just one second.
Okay.
There is a place called St. Peter's Land, hidden between Rome and Tuscany. A place where you can find amazing landscape, beautiful natural hot springs, amazing castles, lakes, and marvelous gardens called Giardini all'Italiana.
In the last 3,000 years, many people loved and fought for this land. The Romans, the Etruscans, the Longobards, and other people tried to establish here their home.
But the popes have been the real rulers forever. Legendary wines and the best extra virgin olive oil in the world comes from here.
See you
in April 2022
when the Hasienborghi will dress up by tons of flower for Tuscia in Fiore.
So
How did you like it?
I love the bridge that goes to Bagnoregio. You know, it's dedicated to Alberto Sordi and to Federico Fellini.
Man, you know so much about Tuscia. I'm so happy. David, you are my dream come true. So Julia and I have this plan. She capture people from the US and charm them and then brings them here. They buy property and stuff here and they become like you. That's precisely what you want, right, Julia?
Yes.
Yes, that's true. That's what I'm trying to do. And particularly with my friend Carlton and his wife, Shannon. Yes, there are many Americans that would like to buy homes here.
So-
and yes, they're doing that, actually. Yes.
So I love the Opera Speranza in Vitrala.
Oh, yeah.
Opera experience in Vetralla with Opera Extravaganza.
That's
Yes.
correct. That is
Oh,
true.
you know Opera Extravaganza? Oh, that's incredible.
Oh,
Yeah, yes, we have to share that because
Yeah.
this family has a beautiful palace in Vetralla, in the historical center, and behind that palace there is a huge, beautiful garden, and they creating in this open space a theater, and I've
Yes.
been there.
And so I went to the Mozart evening last July. Yes, it's July
Oh.
25th. Yes, it's very
Yeah.
nice.
This is the kind of experience I would like to give really to people when they come here, because this is the best way to experience also the local life, because this is a private association, a private club. So you go there and you're just part of the community, attending a beautiful show and having a great experience, and also sharing food and having conversation, and it's absolutely an amazing experience. And thank you for telling me that you know Opera Extravaganza.
So, David, we are going to be in Vetralla the 9th and the 10th of April, and you have got to come, man. You have to.
So I'd love to be there, but Pietro Ray is giving me tickets to Vin, Italy. So I'm taking my guests to Vin, Italy. My daughter, who imports wine for a living, she'll be at Vin, Italy, and I have 3 house guests then, and we're going to go to Verona and then Siena, and we'll be back. We'll be back the 11th. So
Pietro Ray is one of the olive oil producer in the area. Is very big. His olive oil is called Tamiya. Very, very good olive oil. So I'm happy you're friend with Pietro. He's my friend. Okay, Andrea, let's go back to our game. You mention a place and then we see if David knows it.
Ok, Civita di Bagnoregio.
well, yeah, but we talked about that. We talked about the bridge that goes up to the.
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
I missed
yeah.
that bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely yes.
Yes.
So about Caprarola, Andrea.
Caprarola.
Well, I was at Palazzo Farnese yesterday.
Yes, you
beautiful.
mentioned that before. Yeah.
Okay, let me change the game. David, tell us which one is the favorite spot that your guest from America tell you, oh my God, this place is fantastic. Which one in Tuscia is?
Well, so we'll add some more, and you could come up with a name. There's a Sardinian near my property who raises goats, and he makes Sardinian cheese.
I actually don't know that one.
Yeah. Okay. If you look him up on the internet, I need to find him. But yeah, he's a very authentic Sardinian who's been making goat cheese here for probably about 10 years, and he has caves where he cultivates the cheese. And yeah,
This is fantastic, really.
yeah,
Tobia, in Tobia, is that right?
yeah. It's very close
you know
to
anything about it?
yeah.
I have no idea. I never heard. This is really, really, really strange. Okay, that's one. Well, I don't know it.
Okay. So another is so you have Lago di Vico, right? And so
Yes.
I love a place at Lago di Vico, Riva Felice, because I'm from Kentucky, and the owner there is really interested in horses. And so we talk about the thoroughbred horses in Kentucky when I go there and have lunch or dinner. Yeah.
Oh yes, and you know that Riva Felice has a nephew in New York, and he has a restaurant in New York. Via della Pace is the name of that restaurant, and I have been there because the world sometimes is so small, you know. So I went one night at Riva Felice with a friend of mine, Rita. She's an Italian but also American artist because she lived in the United States for 33 years. And there was another very nice girl, another artist from New York, and we went to Riva Felice. We had dinner there, and the owner said, "Oh, you know, my nephew has a restaurant in New York." And that girl said, "Oh my God, I know that restaurant because I just worked in the store, which is just in front of that restaurant." And then in a few days, I went in New York. I met that girl. Heidi is her name, and we went together to that restaurant. Giovanni is the name of that restaurant, and we, of course, took a picture all together. So this is Italy, and this is the connection that sometimes you can create with the United States or with other country, just by chance.
This is really, really, really fantastic. So let me let you comment on Lago di Vico. Which one is your best memory about Lago di Vico? Andrea. Memory about Lago di Vico.
When we were children, we always go there and like we cross swimming with you.
That was Lago di Bolsena.
That was Lago di Bolsena. That's true. What was the best memory of Lago di Vico? I don't know, just going there as a child, I guess.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, guys. Because it's a good alternative to the seaside, because it's a lot closer for us.
Let me, so I don't want to abuse of your kindness. Believe it or not, 30 minutes already flew. So before I let you guys go, I always ask my guests to tell us something that they didn't have a chance to say, or a comment or remark that they feel like doing. So let's start with Giulia, that she is the most used to. So Giulia, take it.
Oh, I just want to create connection with the Lago di Vico because it's something that's I had in my mind just right now because last Saturday I went there because I was invited for a lunch press because there is a really incredible restaurant front lake with an incredible, very young chef from Viterbo, Andrea Fanti, and so now I have this opportunity, to mention him because it is absolutely incredible. And we had an incredible lunch and beautiful, amazing place with a stunning view. So I really recommend that place. And you will read something about that because I'm going to write an article, of course, for the American magazine I'm working for.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Giulia, that's fantastic. Ciao, Andrea.
Ciao, Andrea Fanti, Nicolette.
So, Andrea, do you want to say something before we let them go? We let you guys go?
No, I just wanted to say that it was really nice to meet you and Giulia and David, and I look forward to see you again in person. I haven't been traveling in a long time, so I haven't been to Viterbo for almost 2 years now. And as soon as they remove the green pass, I'll be there.
So we really want you to come back, but please take a bunch of vaccine and stuff so you can come anytime. So David, this is incredible for me. We just met yesterday. We met again in a restaurant. And by the way, how was the Taverna Etrusca at Roberto's place? Did you like it?
It was very good. It was very good. I told him that I would return spesso. Yeah, I return frequently.
What did you have at Taverna Etrusca?
I just had something very simple. I had their white lasagna, lasagna bianca. It's very nice.
Oh yeah.
And a salad. Yes.
Well, you can say that it's a sure shot. Taverna Etrusca is really sure shot for sure.
Yeah.
Always.
So one thing I was going to say, you know, a lot of Americans are kind of concerned about COVID issues and about testing. And so we always go to Farmacia de la Pilastra in Viterbo. The people there are so nice, and it's so easy, the workflow to get COVID testing there. Yeah.
So you go to my friend, Dottoressa Puccia. She's
Yes.
a beautiful doctor, and we grew up together. She used to be a basketball player. She's very skinny and tall, very nice. And she is among the best friends of my great friend, Ivo Caravello. So again, as Julia was saying before, the world is so tight here that we all know each other and we are all connected. And of course, my mom lives in Pilastro. So there you go. So I thank everybody. And Julia, you and I will see each other again next Wednesday. And of course, David and Andrea, don't become a stranger. If you guys want to come back, just let me know, okay?
Yeah, and if
Okay.
you come to London, let me know, so I'll take you around.
Oh,
That
yes,
is-
great. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will.
Okay, Julia,
I
I'll
can see Julia wants to come.
Julia,
Bye.
Julia, I'll probably see you Saturday at Maria Dominica's. Yeah.
Oh, yes, please. 8:30.
8:30, yeah.
in the morning for
Yeah.
breakfast. Please.
Yeah, I'll be there with my wife's cousin who speaks 6 languages. So
Whoa.
you can speak to her in Arabic, Hebrew, German, Italian, French, English, Spanish, well, Portuguese. Speaks 7 languages. So,
Oh my God, I feel so little now, so small. Yeah.
okay.
See you there.
Bye, go
Okay,
vegan,
ciao,
go
ciao.
vegan.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
Regista, com'è andata oggi?
Bene, benissimo, come sempre. Ci vediamo alla prossima, Giulio.
Dalla Tuscia